All right, everyone, thank you, and welcome to Friday Night Magic at Parker Bader Kent Wayne, just north of Charlotte, North Carolina. It looks to be 5 rounds tonight.
We have currently 20 players signed up. Yeah, currently 20 players signed up, so we will have 5 rounds of Modern tonight here at Parker Bader Kent and Wayne in Cornelius, North Carolina.
Currently, the players are doing a high roll to see who goes first, but we have Vinny Seno on Izzet Murktide and Cam Davis on Grixis Death Shadow. This is going to be a thrilling matchup, if I do say so myself. Just to introduce us, I am Michael Garasich.
I am Marvin Reyna.
And we are the Good Rumor Sports. And we just started streaming on Twitch recently. It's been quite a fun adventure. So we're starting off with just doing some modern streams, but we're going to eventually move to set reviews and movie reviews, music reviews, that sort of stuff. So if you want to like and subscribe to us, that would be fantastic. If not, enjoy the show. Okay, so we got a turn 1 Thoughtseize from Cam Davis. He's going to play that Blood Crypt, untapped, of course, because Grixis Death Shadow is all about losing life. And it looks like the life counter, unfortunately, is like right underneath the light. But he's going to go to 15 and play the Thoughtseize. And what is he going to take?
I'm currently seeing Vinny's hand here. I do see 1 Spell Pierce, Consider, 2 Unholy Heat, Darcy, Spire, Bluff Canal, and Steam Vents.
Yeah. He's going to take that Unholy Heat. And I guess he's going to end his turn with just that Bobble.
And I assume Vinny's just going to throw out the Darcy here, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be an Unholy Heat on Cam's turn.
Cam looks to have a handful of an Unholy Heat, 2 lands. He's going to eat that Darcy, and then he's probably just going to fetch Shock, go to 12, and then I didn't see what else he had in his hand though. Oh, he's going to play that Steam Vents tapped? No, it's. Why did he play it tapped if he's going to 12? 15. Oh, okay, he's going to play a Ragavan, alright. So he's got Kroxa in his hand, he's got a Seasoned Pyro, I think. He's going to get that Ragavan Unholy Heated right now. No surprise there.
And it did look like Cam had a Drown Lock in hand.
Yeah, he's got Kroxa, Drown, I couldn't tell what the last card was. He's only got 3 currently. He's going to go ahead and fetch for just a Swamp, probably just in case for a Blood Moon. Murktide has been playing Blood Moon in the main for a little while now, and it's been kind of frightening for a lot of decks. Death Shadow being one of them. There's that Seasoned Pyro, though. He's going to discard Drown, Kroxa. Ooh. That's pretty good. He's going to get 2 1/1s out of it. Got those 2 dice. We got to Consider on the end step. Looks like he sees a Bobble, and he's going to bin that. Draw, I think it was a Spire Bluff Canal, which wouldn't be good in this situation. Let's see what he's going to do. He's probably going to start off with this iteration here. Let's see what he hits off that. Land, Ragavan, Spell Pierce. Is that Spell Pierce, or is Spell Pierce a new tech for Murktide? Because I've been seeing it a lot lately, but it really wasn't a thing for a while. They were heavy on counter spells, just strictly counter spells.
Yeah, I've seen a few lists recently running Spell Pierce in the main as opposed to either the Blood Moons or some lists running 2 Fury in the main.
Yeah, I've seen those, sure. So he's going to play out that Ragavan, but I mean, he's got so many blockers for it, it's not really looking good. But it's going to eat a Drown. He's going to get that trigger off that Darcy. He's going to swing for 4. going to need a pretty big something or other to counteract this. Murktide would actually be really good at the moment. I see that he drew an Archmage's Charm. He can steal that Darcy and block the next attack, so he'll have Delirium. Should be pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. Although he's already going to be in attack, so I guess he wouldn't be able to block. Is he doing it now? Yeah, he's doing it now. I think he's going to go ahead and... Oh, I'm surprised. I think he would wait until before attacks. Oh, okay. He was probably worried about a drown. That makes sense. He's going to go ahead and heat in response, and he's going to definitely use that. Well, if he spell pierces, it leaves Cam unable to do anything else for the turn. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and make sure he spell pierces. Yeah, he's going to pay the 2. And he's going to go ahead and take another 4. A Murktide would actually probably reset the game in Vinny's favor, but he needs to draw it first. So he's going to dig 4 for this iteration. It's like Odawara, Island, and Darcy. Play that Darcy. That at least saves him 1 attack. Having a Spell Pierce or Unholy Heat at the ready.
And I see he drew a Thoughtseize return, so he's probably going to Unholy Heat or Pyromancer right now.
Yeah, because his hand is what? Spell Pierce, Unholy Heat. What's the third card? Oh, that's an Odawara, yeah. So he's just going to Spell Pierce it instead. Oh, he's going to let that resolve though. It's an iteration.
It's Lightning Bolt, drawn on the lock, and
Death Shadow.
Death Shadow.
Yeah, it's a Shadow. He's not going to be able to play this turn because he didn't hit a land. What? I mean, this is such a swingy game. Just like all these like mid-range matches, they can just swing out of nowhere. It's pretty nuts. It's a real magic that.
So he's choosing to bottom the Lightning Bolt, put the Death Shadow in hand, exiling drawn on the lock. He's not going to be able to cast it this turn.
Yeah, he's definitely got Delirium. He's not going to... I mean, if he attacks in, he'd just lose a creature. Wouldn't be a good idea.
And once again, I lost my water bottle.
Lost your water bottle? So Vinny drew a Murktide, which is incredible in this situation. So he can play that Murktide, probably still have Delirium, and make it big enough to survive it on Holy Heat. Although Cam's already used 2 heats, so he has 2 more in his deck from here, which is just fantastic. Yeah, he's probably going to go ahead and play out that Murktide on his second main, and then just kind of sees where it goes there, yep. Looks like Cam's in trouble now.
It looks like he has to go for the full 5 instant sorceries. So Murktide will come in as an 8/8.
Gross. Yeah, that's a big, thick boy. And he still has Delirium. Yeah, I see an Unholy Heat, instant sorcery, creature land.
See, Cam just drew an Unholy Heat. He had the Death Shadow in hand from the expressive iteration from last turn.
Cam's sitting at an 8. So, I mean, it's just a single attack in, and there's nothing you can really do about it. He's doing some math in his head. Yes, that is indeed 8, Cam.
Okay, so if he blocks the Seasoned Pyromancer here, it'll do 2 damage to the Murktide, then he can successfully Unholy Heat it.
Yeah, but I don't think Vinny's going to fall for that one. Yeah, there's the Dash Shadow. Alright, well, that's just game on this one. We're going to go to game 2 here. Nothing he can do about it. Yeah, Darcy is a card. I'm not entirely sure with the sideboards here, but it looks like probably Cam's going to bring in some amount of terminates. Maybe some, he's just on the Grixis variant, so we'll see what happens. So he's got Torok, you have terminates, he's bringing those in. He's got those Supreme Wills, Nihil Spellbomb, and Soul Guide Lantern. Oh, those are Disdainful Strokes. Yeah, Disdainful Strokes. That answers a Murktide. Vinny's looking at a Flusterstorm, a couple of Relics maybe, a Jace, a couple of Mystical Disputes, Blood Moons. There's those Blood Moons again.
In this matchup, you definitely should be bringing in the 2 Relics.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really see a reason to bring in the Blood Moons.
No, because he has basics in his deck, and he already knows that Blood Moon's coming. We saw that in the last game, so...
And he does run, there's 2 Mystical Disputes as well on the sideboard. Really bringing those in would be smart.
Yeah, the Flusterstorm wouldn't be terrible either. It's a clean answer to most interaction. That it's not really easily interacted with itself. So how was your day, Marvin?
Not bad. Woke up, instantly took a nap.
Wow.
I just got a lot of things prepared for my upcoming work trip. Doing a little scheduling, logistical stuff, and I came here and set up. Played a little Commander earlier. Forgot what that format was like.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I played any Commander.
Every time I try to build a new deck, I end up just playing it once and then forgetting about it for quite some time.
I like looking through my cards that I have in boxes, and I was like, oh, look at this Commander deck I never finished building.
Yeah. Yeah, that and a lot of the cards I have in decks are just perfect for Commander, and I don't feel like splitting up decks. So we're waiting for some mulligans to resolve here. Vinny's still figuring out his sideboard, it seems. Yeah, he's going to put those 2 in, take those 2 out. Yeah, he's going to put in those Flusterstorms. 2 of them, it looks like. There's a lot of people in here tonight. It's a pretty varied meta as well. Lots of stuff going on.
Got a good number of legacy players here behind us.
Yeah. On top of Modern always firing, Legacy also fires on Mondays and Fridays here in Parker Banner Canton Way.
And on June 24th, there will be a Legacy Win a couple duels here at Parker Banner Canton Way, and we will be streaming that live as well.
So Cam's going to go ahead and fetch Shock and Thoughtseize on turn 1. And what a hand that Vinny has.
And this is where it goes to show players should just slow down a little bit, because showing off that Blood Moon before he brought it into the land, tap and everything. Where is the Thoughtseize?
He's still shuffling his deck. Still shuffling his deck. Still has a Thoughtseize. So we're going to turn 1 Ragavan for Vinny. Looks like Cam's going to go ahead and shock in his Steam Vents. He probably has some kind of removal for that Ragavan. Yeah, it's going to be a Terminate. It's not a really good answer for it, though. You want to save them for, like, Murktides. But he's going to get countered for it, and Cam's going to actually take a hit from this Ragavan, which might be enough to end the game on its own. Especially in these style of decks where everything's low to the ground except for their heavy hitters. What will he hit, though? Why was Vinny checking his sideboard? Oh, for the treasure token, that makes sense. There is a Ragavan hit. He forgot the Ragavan hit.
And then Cam just drew
Terminate. Was it Fatal Push? I thought it was Terminate.
Well, he does have another Terminate in hand. But Fatal pushes the Ragavan.
Yeah,
He
that's.
does have another Ragavan.
I mean, that Fatal Push could have been hit by the Ragavan, but he forgot the
Ragavan
trigger.
dash.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and probably use that second Terminate, which, once again, if Vinny just draws a Murktide, Cam no longer has any answers for it. If he terminates, yep, he's going to use it. And we're probably going to get a second counter spell. Oh no, it's a Consider. So he's probably going to try and get a Spell Pierce of some kind. Or maybe the Flusterstorm.
Don't put it in the bottom because Consider will put it in the graveyard.
Well,
And he got the Flusterstorm.
Of course. Of course he hits the Flusterstorm. Let's see if he remembers to do the Ragavan trigger this time. No. Oh no, he had a Drown, I guess, off that first Ragavan hit. He just put it off to the other side, but I couldn't tell what that was. Yep, so that Ragavan goes back to hand because of dash. Is Cam playing for... Oh, hey, look what it is. It's the Twin Scions.
The Royal Scions.
Whatever. That card hasn't seen playing forever.
Yeah, Laura's pretty much said no 3-drops ever.
Yeah.
Came down to 4.
And Vinny has a lot of mana open because of all those treasures. He has a Murktide in his hand, which if you're going to play it, you play it right now because he's not able to...
And it looks like Cam just has 3 on Holy Heat in hand.
3? I think he only has 2 cards in his hand.
He shuffled real fast. He's too fast. He's the Usain Bolt of card shuffling in hand.
Too fast, too furious.
Too fat, too furious. Alright, so Exile looks like 4. Murktide comes in as a 7/7.
So he'd have to use 2 Unholy Heats, and he used all of his Terminates already on Ragavan.
Does he even have Delirium at the moment?
I can't tell because he's not fanning the stuff out for us, so he's checking it right now.
So we have land, instant, and see, too fast. It's like Sandalbush. Yeah, he drew a Darcy for turn.
I mean, that's a block. Well, actually, if it doesn't have Delirium, it's not a blocker at all. Plus, it's going to loot.
That looks like it was a Terminate? Nope.
No, it's another Darcy. What's happening?
Okay, it looks like a concession because he cannot. Oh, he can only cast 1 Unholy Heat. He only has 1 red source.
Yeah, it's just getting...
Vinny Seno takes the game, match 2-0 over Cam Davis. Izzet Murktide over Nexus Death Shadow here. Blood Moon was useless. That Flusterstorm off the top did save his life.
Yeah, pretty much. That seemed pretty one-sided. That's kind of why Death Shadow's kind of fallen out of favors, mostly due to the Murktide decks being so oppressive. That and 4-color, as you know, is just an absolute beating for a lot of these decks. Being able to cast spells for free and then flicker them to have another effect on top of, you know, having a creature to stay behind for 1 mana with an Ephemerate. It's hard for either of these decks to really deal with, really.
Yeah, out of all the matches I played, everything seems pretty well favored for the Murktide matchup, but those 4-color decks, they're just a handful.
Yeah, and they almost always have a handful of cards, too.
Yeah, always.
Because everything replaces itself, like just about. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Well, we got to wait until the next round, but we're going to go ahead and come back in just a few whenever they have the next pairings up, and we'll have the next match up for you, round 2. Friday Night Magic at Parker Manor Kent Wayne.